Good morning. Oh man, I slept so hard. Geez, I passed out. Bonnie reckons I was doing some serious snoring last night. We're gonna go check out this waterfall this morning. First, some breakfast though. I'll show you where we ate last night now that it's kind of light. There's this cool little hut here. It's got a fireplace and stuff in it. Another perk of this campsite. All right, let's get up. There's the breakfast shack. Okay, it's been a lazy morning, and now we're wandering off to find this waterfall. What way do you think it is? Are we going under the big bridge?
Yeah.
Or over the little bridge?
No, the little bridge goes to another campsite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have gone and camped along there. All right, cool. We're going under this big bridge to see a waterfall.
Well, it's a trellis.
A trellis?
Yeah.
Ooh. Pretty nice. There's another branch off of this path up here, and Bonnie reckons there's another waterfall, so let's go see that one. Great camping spot all around. What do you think, Bonnie?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, so we're gonna head back now, grab the bikes, and we've decided today just to ride to Launceston. It's only 15 miles, 24k or something like that. But it's gonna rain tonight, and it's gonna rain hard, and then it's gonna rain more tomorrow. So we've booked in at a Pod Hostel. So I guess it's that Japanese concept where you have little pods that you're all locked in, and we've never stayed in one of those before, so we saw it and thought, it's pretty cheap, let's just have a go. Let's wait out the rain there. So it's going to be a super short day today, chill in Launceston, our second time visiting Launceston, and then back it with the big days later tomorrow. So yeah, should be fun. You excited for the Pod Hostel?
Kind of. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little claustrophobic. So,
I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It looks cozy.
It does, yeah.
All right, well, let's go check it out.
Okay.
Forgot to mention, apparently Lilydale is also home of the painted poles. I guess it's poles have been painted and depicted with like some of the local history and whatnot. So Bonnie's the expert on that. What's the score?
Yeah, so they're just like murals. I think it's on the telephone poles in town. They've made them beautiful. And yeah, so it's almost like a little history tour. So we are not leaving till we see that. Okay, so it seems our little detour through Underwood there was completely pointless, as now we're back on that horrible highway out of Lilydale. I think it's the same one anyway. I can't see what other road it would be. Thankfully it's quiet at the minute. However, I'll tell you when this car passes. As we were going through Underwood, we got attacked by a bloody dog. we're cycling up this really steep hill, and I just heard this woman shouting, like, what the hell is going on here? And as we get closer, I just see these two dogs barreling down the front lawn. The smaller of the two just like sits at the top and watches, like hangs out on the embankment. But the bigger dog runs out, runs up to Bonnie and starts barking at her. So she screams at it, leaves her alone, and it comes after me. So I shouted at it, backed off for literally a second, then came back at me and started snapping at my ankles. Like I heard its jaws snap shut. So I pulled out my bottle and my water bottle and squirted it in the face. And that seemed to do the job for a minute. I don't know if it just confused it or whatever, but it backed off. Thought we were home free, and then it comes after me again. But this time I just turned around and looked at it holding the bottle, and it left. So yeah, anyway, that wasn't much fun. I might be filing a dangerous animal report today. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, onwards to Launceston. We are getting the most epic day of descending now. I didn't realize how high in the hills we were, but it's still happening. This is crazy. I love it. What do you think, Bonnie?
Yeah, it's so much better than yesterday.
What, 80k of climbing? What do you think of the job city planning have done of the bike entry to Launceston, Bonnie?
Oh, this is like Jacksonville levels of bullshit.
Oh, okay. Oh, levels of bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the entry was pretty rough, but now that we're on the cycle network, it's not so bad at the minute. This is actually quite good. Are you having fun? Cramming everything into this locker.
Oh my god. I'm just worried
That looks good.
break something.
That'll work.
As long as nothing breaks.
You mean break small?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm in. I made it into the pod. Bonnie and I went out for a few beers this afternoon. We just had a pizza. I've just got back and had a shower, and yeah, figuring out this this pod. It's quite cozy actually. I quite like it. All the controls are pretty good. Tried to keep my voice down because I don't know how soundproof it is. But there's a button here that says TV, and there's a headphone jack, but I've got no idea where the TV is. There's like no TV in here. Yeah, pretty interesting. Okay, that was a somewhat restful night in the pod. What is it? Pod Hotel?
Pod Hotel.
Bonnie reckons it reminds her of what is it?
The original Planet of the Apes from 1968 that starred Charleston Heston. What's that other movie? The Fifth Element. Everyone knows The Fifth Element. And Doesn't Really Matter, a music video by Janet Jackson from 2000.
So there you go. Alright, we're gonna go get washed and get ready and stuff, and yeah, hit the road again. Today's plan is to cycle to the Beaconsfield Mine and Heritage Centre to check out the exhibition about the disaster that happened there in 2006. After that, we'll head over to Beauty Point and Seahorse World, an aquarium and conservation centre known for their work with the extremely endangered spotted handfish.
Alright, we just stopped to shed some layers, and up until now we've been enjoying some lovely bike paths going over the King's Bridge that we saw on our first trip to Launceston and along the river, but yeah, now we're on the big road, as you can probably hear. Looks like it's going to be highway all the way to Beaconsfield now.
Okay, we have gotten off of the main highway and we're now just rolling along the water again. Pretty nice road. It's a bit busier than I would like, but yeah, this is definitely a much more peaceful way to head north, much more scenic. And I don't think I've actually talked about our change plans. I might have done. Anyway, the plan from Lilydale was to head straight to Beaconsfield, camp there, do the whole mining centre thing, then head up to Beauty Point. But with the weather coming in, we were only 15 miles from Launceston, so we figured, what the hell, instead of going straight to Beaconsfield, we'll go over to Larney, stay the night in the pod, dodge the rain, and now we're heading to Beaconsfield. So we took a bit of a detour, but yeah, it was kind of nice getting into the city. Like, my head torch is kind of given up, so it meant I could go to an outdoor shop and get a new head torch. And yeah, we've got some other supplies that you can only really get in, main population centres. Anyway, yeah, on the way to Beaconsfield, and so far so good, no rain. Wine and coffee. Bonnie just saw a sign for the lolly shop, and after that highway back there, I think she's in need of some lollies.
Alright, we are all stocked up from the lolly shop with some sour cola bottles. This is the real OG over here. Toxic waste. So we used to get these when we were kids. They're like super sour candy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me and Ricky used to get them. Ricky loves these. Ricky, remember these? Okay, what else do we got? Oh, spaces to put things. And finally, nerds. Hell yeah.
But
that is the cycling nutrition for today. Oh, what you got?
I got chicken feet.
Chicken feet.
I've never had those before, and Smarties. These are like Canadian and United Kingdom Smarties, not the American Smarties, which are those awful chalky disc things that nobody likes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Alright, we're in Beaconsfield. It is super windy, so we're going to try and find somewhere more sheltered to eat. This park's like really cool. There's like a tank over there. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's windy as hell and there's no shelter here, so we're going to keep moving for now. Alright, we've made it into the Mining Heritage Centre. Feels pretty good to be out of the wind. So far, not much mining. There's some pretty strange stuff going on here.
I love this. This is my favorite exhibit so far. On April 25, 2006, a 2.3 magnitude earthquake caused part of the Beaconsfield gold mine to collapse. Of the 17 miners on site at the time, 14 escaped. One was tragically killed, and 2 others, Brant Webb and Todd Russell, became trapped underground in the mesh basket at the end of the telehandler machinery they had been operating. The men remained underground for 2 weeks, surviving by collecting the groundwater dripping through the rock shelf above them into their helmets and rationing a single muesli bar between them. The mine collapse and subsequent rescue efforts made international headlines, with the Foo Fighters even getting involved, Dave Grohl personally inviting the men out for drinks once they were back on the surface. After a safe rescue route was finally mapped, rescue workers began blasting out a tunnel, working carefully so as not to cause any further collapses. On May 9th, rescuers finally reached the miners, cutting them free of their mesh cave and driving them back to the surface.
Alright, so the Beaconsfield Mining Centre was awesome. Like, I was kind of skeptical. I thought, another mining museum, this might be boring. I've already done this, but seeing all the details of that rescue on those 2 trapped miners was pretty incredible. In fact, all the mine workers there was no one coming to help them. They just had to make it happen, and they just bodged together what they could to get the job done and get those guys out. It's pretty incredible. Now we are headed towards Beauty Point. It's only 5k away, which is nice because it's getting a bit late in the day. And then after that, we're gonna have to find somewhere to camp, and it's gonna be after dark. So this this might be a weird one. Seahorse World, it's over there, straight ahead. You see it? Yeah.
Seahorse World began as a research project at the University of Tasmania into the life cycle of the Tasmanian pot-bellied seahorse. The project blossomed into a breeding farm and then a business, which officially opened in 1998 and supplied China's holistic medicine industry with a cheaper, more eco-friendly alternative to catching wild seahorses. After the introduction of Australia's Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act in 1999, Seahorse World became the only Australian breeding farm licensed to breed and export captive seahorses. Along with breeding, Seahorse World is highly active in marine conservation, most notably in its efforts to bring the red handfish back from the brink of extinction. Found only in Tasmania, the red handfish walks rather than swims, using its fins to crawl along the seabed. It is estimated that there are only 100 adult handfish left in the wild. In 2017, the National Handfish Recovery Team approached Seahorse World and asked for their support by housing the first clutch of red handfish babies born in captivity. The breeding program was a success. The handfish pups survived and were released into the wild as juveniles.
I'll show you again when we get to the front.
Nice and firm on his neck, so place it. Yep, right there. Nice and tight.
Nice. Okay.
You won't hurt him. You won't hurt him.
Okay.
I was saying earlier to the other folks, tighter.
Tighter?
Put it on the neck, your thumb,
Like that.
and press down. Yep, trust me. You can feel that they're all bone. What I was saying earlier was that because they grab each other around the necks a lot, just because it's an instinctual urge to grab something, and what happens is that what you're doing there is you're grabbing that neck, and that induces an instinct for them to grab onto something that gets hot. So they're all just going to sit there nicely so long as you're doing that. It has to be tight enough.
Okay.
Because they grab each other incredibly tight, like probably 4 or 5 times more than that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. They grab each other a lot harder. Yeah, nothing to worry about.
Aww.
You had to go? I haven't. So you grab it by the neck there. sadly they did pass away at old age, so they wouldn't the same amount of seahorse on the beach. Like Barbara and separate fish, very aggressive girl. Very and when you have these great fish that come in, they say they just need to wash it for a little bit, but they think you should do it. Oh, no. I like you, this is alright. So she's actually from that food market.
Wow.
You can guess why she's messing it up.
Oh, really? Wait, did it grow back?
Please stop me.
So she rescued that? Yeah. She must
Oh, well, probably be right.
So